Good morning. You can see they have been hitting this pretty good. So everything on this side is basically gone. Again, that's for salt. And the only thing that there's really some left of is the MN, which I believe is manganese. On this side, they've kind of hit it pretty good. There's still quite a bit of stuff left on this side though. The ones that they hit are that one, which I believe is the vitamin B, then the P, which I believe is potassium, or is K potassium? I can't remember.
K is potassium. It was weird.
Maybe that's phosphate. I don't know. And then the K, which is either potassium or phosphate. So we're gonna get all this stuff filled, and Jamie's gonna go get her notebook that we were writing all this down in. So we're gonna try to get all this stuff refilled, and then take it back out there for them. They've been hitting it. This refill should give us a better idea of what they're missing. And like I said, I think in the last video where we talked about the minerals, it'll change based on the year and based on whether they're pregnant or not. As far as I know, none of them are pregnant. We have not put our bowl in with them because we don't want to have babies in the winter or in the heat of the summer. I'd rather have them calve in the early spring, mid-spring area. It's warmer, but it's not, extremely hot. There's a lot of grass growing. It's, the spring flush and everything like that. So there's plenty for the moms to eat. So we don't have to worry about, them not having enough food and not being able to produce the milk that they need for a brand new calf and all that stuff. So unfortunately, that means we're going to have to wait to breed, which financially, as far as having calves to sell or butcher or keep on with our herd, doesn't really make that much sense, which kind of sucks. So we're a year behind, essentially. If I remember right, we'll have to put the bull in with the cows sometime in like June, July to get spring babies. Cows are pregnant for roughly 9 months, 285 days. So that puts us having, if we want to have spring babies, we need to put the bull in with the cows in the June, July time frame, right? Mid to late June, early July time frame is when we're looking at putting the bull in with the cows. Now, that being said, the neighbor's bull behind us did get in with our cows last winter, summer, early summer. So none of them look pregnant. None of them look like they're in calf or anything like that. Jamie wrote it on the calendar when he was in there. So we kind of know, we should know about the time. I just don't have that information right now. So we just got the ones that we're low on. So we'll just fill them up. We'll take it back out there.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Turn this room, turn it to an ocean. Let me float around. Eyes closed, like we're dreaming even when we're not. You and me got a whole other meaning, I don't know how. You and me just know how it feels when we're falling in love. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
right, so we got everything filled up. We're gonna take it. I'm gonna move it into a different spot than it was before. The reason why you want to move it is the minerals, any kind of mineral, whether it's a lick or a tub or loose minerals like this, the water, hay, if you feed hay, it's all a gathering point. Even like shade and stuff like that. When I went to go get this, they were kind of sitting over there under the trees. It's a gathering point, and what that means is, number one, there's a lot of hoof action onto the ground. The other thing is it's a gathering of poop and pee and everything like that, which is good fertilizer. You know, move your points of mineral and stuff like that, points of congestion or areas where they're going to gather. You want to try to keep them moved and keep them in different areas. So if you have an area that doesn't look as good as some other areas, as far as grass growth and whatnot, put a mineral feeder there or a salt lick or something there that'll attract cattle. Not only will they beat up the soil, but they'll drop a lot of poop and pee there. That'll help with grass growth and soil health and everything like that. Also, it's a good idea to take, and if you have some hay and you have an area that doesn't grow real well, or that you notice is very weedy instead of having good grass, you can put a feeder there, and then once you move the feeder, you can put some old hay on top of it. That hay will act as a ground cover, and then it'll promote moisture retention in the soil, worm growth, microbial growth, and mycorrhizal fungi, and everything like that. So it's really good. And I've said this before, but if this is your first time watching, the reason why we feed loose minerals is because if you have all these minerals, and there's 19 minerals here, if you have all these minerals in one container or one form, you know, if we were to take all these and mix them up and put them in one bin, let's say the cows needed copper. Well, they would have to get a whole bunch of manganese or magnesium or zinc just to get the needed copper. So they can OD, as it were, on one mineral because they're trying to get enough of the other mineral. So if you feed them loose like this, the cows' bodies know what they need. So the cows, as you saw, this side was basically completely empty, and this side had what they needed, or it wasn't empty, I'm sorry. They know what they need, so they'll only get what they need, rather than getting a whole bunch of the minerals and vitamins that they don't need just to get the one that they do. So what they were completely out of was Cl, which is an alkaline neutralizer, Na, which is sodium, the vitamin 4 compound. It's got vitamins from the company that we get this through. Se, which is selenium, Co, which is cobalt,
That was funny.
Mn, which is manganese. It wasn't all the way empty, but it was mostly empty. Cu, which is copper, Mo, which is the molybdenum, Zn, which is zinc, K, which is potassium, P, which is phosphorus, and then boron, the boron mixture that we get from this company. The place that we get these from is called FCE. It's freechoiceminerals.com. We'll leave a link down in the description for their website. We bought the mineral feeder from them and the minerals, and I talked to the guy on the phone. I talked to him via email and on the phone. Super nice. It's like a mom and pop type shop. And I told him what kind of cattle I was going to be doing, and this is the recommendation that he gave, this mineral program. So
Also, though, they have minerals for every animal. They've got goats, they've got sheep, horses. It's very customizable.
Right. And so that is a good point, is they have minerals for everything. It's not just for cattle. We're trying them out for cattle just to see. And I will say this, I haven't really noticed in the dairy cows, they always look really rough in the wintertime, though I do think that they don't look as rough this winter. Could be because Colorado has rougher winters than Missouri does. It could be the minerals. But I will say that the South Poles, they have not really suffered at all as far as losses during the winter. They all still look fat. They all still look full. You don't see hip bones. You don't see the typical signs of underperforming cattle. It could also be that none of them have a calf or anything like that. But they've continued to look really good, even when they didn't have a whole bunch to eat, when it was cold and frozen and there was a little bit of snow on the ground. It's kind of weird. Today I'm out here and all I've got is this shirt, and it's really nice out right now. Whereas this time 7 days ago, it was negative temperatures, and then it was windy and there was snow on the ground. The wind chill was like negative 20. And then today I'm out here, I don't even have a jacket on, and it's 50s. So that's weird. And that's the crazy thing about that is really not good for the animals to have those temperature extremes. So anyway, I'm gonna get this put back out there, and that way the cows can get to it. They didn't seem too interested. They didn't even get up when I went out there to get this. So get this put out there. I'm gonna move it from where it was.
When the ground was frozen and snow covered, we did have hay out for them.
Yeah, I mean we did put hay out there. They've got feed. It's not like we're starving them, but it's always harder for an animal when they're trying to stay warm. And that's also why we gave them the trees. Normally we don't let them sit under the trees for so long. They've had those trees now for months, so they have cover and shade and stuff like that. So because out here where we have them, there is no real cover for them. So I feel bad. I know they're meant to be outside, but I guess I'm a big softie. So this is the home. You can see the cows, they're hanging out over there. And they'll come over and they'll investigate, and they'll start licking on it again. I really like this thing. It's made from white oak. I like it being made from white oak because it'll stand up pretty good to the weather, to the water, to moisture, to stuff like that. But also, if you use treated wood, some of that treated stuff can get into the mineral. And then if the cows start chewing on it or whatever, you know, maybe it won't hurt them, maybe it will. But I figure if you don't have to have a chemical, why not? So I really like that it's made from oak. Apparently, they decided that it was worth getting up for. What you think? Got you some minerals? You know how to get in there. Hey, 955. And boop. And boop. 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 Hi, sweetie. Hi, sweetie. Boop. 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 So Jamie found her notebook with all the information. No, she did not find her notebook. Where's it at?
That notebook eludes me at the moment.
I specifically told her, don't lose that notebook.
I'll find it.
Uh-huh.
I will find it.
But it had everything on there, like what each letter meant.
It's just eluding me at the moment. It's fine.
So we're going to write all this stuff down again. We're not going to have any information. We're not going to know.
Yeah, because I keep this one on my table. I don't know.
She kept the last one on her table.
I thought I found it, and then I didn't see any of the information.
Oh my gosh.
Don't oh my gosh me.
Oh my gosh.
Because you're the... Come on. Hold on.
Yeah, I choked on a piece of hair earlier. Or... hair.